technique we've added into our latest workouts. These are called X sets. So these are it's a non-competing superset, meaning two antagonistic muscles. And what happens is you do 13, 8, and then 5 reps for muscle group A, and the competing muscle group you would do 5, 8, and then 13 reps in the other direction. So the reason it's called an X is if you graph the reps, they'd end up going the opposite direction. So in this case, imagine we would be doing an X set for, let's say a push-pull X set for shoulder press. So you do 13 shoulder presses, and by the way, you pick a weight that you can handle for 13 and continue using it even for the 8 and 5 reps. So that would be the shoulder. I'm doing those shortened so they don't go right out of the picture, by the way. So let's say we do 13 presses, and then you immediately go to 5 rows, and that's the pull portion, and the press is the pull, push. And then you go to 8 presses, right? So this one's descending. Again, I'm I'm not doing all the reps here. And then 8 rows. And so as the rows are coming up, the shoulder presses are coming down. And then finally, you switch just to 5 shoulder presses, and then you do 13 rows. So bent rows like this. So that's just an example. But the point is, you choose the weight you can handle for 13 reps for both exercises, even though you're switching to an 8 and then 5, and on the other side you're going 5, 8, and 13. And it sounds a bit counterintuitive, but once you get going, you'll realize if you try to use a heavy weight, it's not actually going to work. There's one modification you can do. Now the point with the way this one is designed is there's no rest, so it's as quick as I was showing you. You literally get the 13 of the one and the 5 of the opposite, and you just keep going until you're done. Now if you wanted to, you can take about 30 seconds rest in between each portion, and you can actually change the weight accordingly. So use your lightest weight at 13, use your moderate weight at 8, and the heaviest weight at 5 for both exercises. Now that is a little bit cumbersome if you do it that way, because you need 3 different weights for the push and then 3 different weights for the pull if they're not the same weights you're going to be using. So that would be an extended, modified version of it. But in general, if you do it the quick way, you only ever use one weight, and you use it, the 13 rep weight is your standard, and that's what we call an X set.